Hello, I'm Keith Grint, author of Leadership, A Very Short Introduction. It's not just about leadership, so it should actually be called a very, very short book about leadership. It's really about three other things as well as leadership. It's about followership, it's about command, and it's about management. So let's just go to the first one. Let's just think about followership for a second. I don't actually think you can understand leadership in the absence of followership. And I think actually leadership is a relationship. It's not a possession of an individual. So all those approaches which assume you can construct lots of competency frameworks for leaders as individuals, I think have actually misunderstood what leadership is all about. It's actually a relationship. I personally am much better as a leader when I don't have any followers. So there's something in there about the difficulty of trying to work out how you can be a leader without any followers. And one of the definitions of leadership is having followers. So the first thing to worry about is that leadership on its own doesn't actually make sense. It has to be a relationship with other people. The second thing to worry about is the relationship between leadership, command, and management. Now these are what we would call essentially contested terms. People just don't agree on what the terms mean. So my definition of command, for example, is a decision style which relates to critical problems or crises. And I argue in the book that command is about being very decisive when you find a crisis. It's about having the answer, and it's about being positive. The second thing to think about is management. Now, I regard management as something to do with what we would call tame problems, that is, rolling out of a standard operating procedure to fix a problem. So we know how to deal with management problems, and probably 90% of our lives is based upon addressing tame problems. So the third category, leadership, I think is really about how you deal with what we would call wicked problems. These are the most complex issues that actually don't have any answers. So the job of the leader, therefore, is not to act as a commander and pretend to have the answer, not to roll out a standard procedure because there isn't one, but to engage the collective in trying to resolve its own wicked problems. And of course, quite often collectives don't like addressing their own problems. So the role of the leader, to quote Ronnie Heifetz, is to disappoint people at a rate they can manage. Thank you.